There's
love everything rotary, and
oh yeah,
all I want to do every day. So everything rotary is all I want to do every day. Everything rotary, and
oh yeah,
all I want to do every day.
We just got to SEMA on the second day. Ran into David here. I've been getting videos of this car for the last few months. It's a crazy build. So tell me what all you got done here.
Yeah, 4-rotor engine, obviously crankshaft from New Zealand, and I had this engine rebuilt by Eccentric Motorsports in Ursu. They went and did some nice machine work on the peripheral port tubes. Yeah, basically we have a water-to-air integrated intake manifold. That's one of the crazy things I would consider about the build.
Oh, that's why the intake's so big. I was wondering.
Yeah, so traditionally you do a front mount or a V mount.
Yeah.
And if you did a V mount, you'd have to move the engine back and modify the firewall. We wanted to keep the engine in the stock location, right? So to keep the engine in the stock location and not block the radiator with front mount, we decided to do water-to-air intercooler, right? So we have two Garrett coolers that are inside the intake manifold.
Okay.
And basically the water runs through that intake, right? This cooler,
so the air to water and
this is what's cooling the intake manifold, right? Directly. The water's running through this box back here, and then you got your NACA ducts to flow the air through. We also got water-methanol injection. That's just used if you want to run 93 octane, so you can do flex fuel. Because the E85, you won't even make it to the gas station without refilling.
Yeah.
And then we got the new Garrett Gen 2 98mm turbo on here. My buddy Walker Morgan Performance, he did a crazy equal length header on this thing, and give it that Formula 1 sound. So.
Oh my! That's the thing I hate about SEMA is you see these cars and you can just like. You know they sound ridiculous.
I wish we could fire it up, man.
I've heard it in videos. I have to hear it in person one day.
We'll go for a ride sometime, man.
Here we are in Vegas. Yeah, I would love to go for a ride sometime. So what are you planning on doing with the car?
For me, it's just the art, man. I just, you know, just see things, it's ideas, and I want to put them together and make it work. I love the sound of the rotary. And
you just want to drive it?
Just want to drive it. So it's kind of like a prototype, just trying to put together ideas. And, you know, we'll eventually take it out on the track. We're still working on it. And
you just got it done, right? Just started running like a month ago?
Yeah. Got it running. Abel Beer is going to be tuning it shortly. We're on the Haltech ECU, and we're going to try it on E85. We got a mechanical fuel pump that we're using now that's cable driven on the back of the car. So that's going to resolve a lot of fuel issues that we had in the past, and hopefully we can run, you know, some big power. So I don't want to say any numbers, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, so. But I mean, all motor, just the 4-rotor itself, what are those capable of?
They'll do 500-600 horsepower.
Yeah, in a fairly light car.
Yeah.
And then you throw a 98 mil?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And these things love a lot of air. Like, they'll take all the boost.
They'll take all the boost. They don't like back pressure, right? And this is a full peripheral port, so there's a lot of reversion, a lot of overlap, and you want to minimize that reversion, so you got to run a big-ass turbo to keep the back pressure down. So it's mainly for that reason. So,
darn. It is a work of art. Like,
I appreciate it.
It's a very unique car. Tell me about the body. What all have you done here?
A bunch of different things going on here. We got the 99 spec front bumper. I really like, that's my favorite front bumper. And then we've got some Shine Auto, you know, feed replica fenders and wide body rear pieces.
Gotcha.
VIS, a bunch of different things going together. And, you know, we got the new chassis mount wing on the back. There's a lot of deflection on the rear wing that we had mounted to the, you know, the deck lid. So chassis mount. And, just trying to tie it together, keep it looking sort of factory, but also modified at the same time.
Have you weighed the car?
No, I haven't weighed it. So
it's probably not very heavy.
Yeah, I would assume it's probably 2,800 pounds or so.
That's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's going to make some pretty sounds, but you're going to spin some tires too.
Probably going to do traction control, you know, boost by gear and all that.
Yeah, you got the computer to do it. That's for sure.
So we wanted to minimize back pressure again, like I was saying. It'll really drive EGTs up and mess with your boost control. Yeah. So that's why we have this side exit going on here. And people are like, well, why do we have a side exit and a rear exhaust? Like, what's going on here? Why are there two exhausts? So this is actually a cutout right here.
Really?
And cruise around without like killing everyone's eardrums. Yep. And getting pulled over. And then when you're ready to boost, you just open the cutout and blast.
Or if you have a passenger and they don't want to suck fumes.
So they just gotta make sure they don't get burned.
What wheels are these?
Workmeisters.
Workmeisters, okay. How wide are they?
I think those are 11 and a half in the back. His Maxxis tires, man, I love the profile of them. It's a thick 40 sidewall, so real happy with their fit, man. This is their new VR1 compound. It's advertised at 200 tread wear, but it's actually a 140 in the back, so pretty sticky. It's almost like a our compound. See, that's the Weldon mechanical pump.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't realize you could do this, but you know, I initially ran this fuel pump because we had like 4 Walbros in the car. It's just sucking down amps, right? So I tried this mechanical pump and I tried to run it off the back of the oil pump. And it was just too much heat because it was transferring across the oil pump into the fuel pump, and then your fuel would get hot and it would cavitate. So we're like, well, shoot, what are we gonna do? And I talked to this company, Water-Methanol, that makes the Weldon pumps, and they were like, dude, they've got this new cable thing. It's like, you can run this cable from your oil pump all the way to the back of the car. It's basically like a sheet that has like a speedometer.
Really?
And so you got this cable that runs directly into the pump, and so when your oil pump's turning, it's actually driving your fuel pump. And all you
you're not killing your battery.
Not killing your battery. And,
really?
And you're right off the back of the tank. So,
what transmission's in here?
It's actually a stock case, RX-7 trans, upgraded input shaft, output shaft, and straight cut gears, dog rings, PAR. Seems to be working right now. Might blow up, we'll see.
Well, you just got it running. I know you're going to 7 stock in a few days.
Yes, sir.
What other plans do you have for the car? Where can people see this thing at?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, right now the goal is just get it running and driving and tuned. I'm just stoked about trying to get it working right.
And it's here.
And
it's in SEMA.
Never been to SEMA before. I've
That's
never
sick.
been outside Alabama hardly, so this is overwhelming. It's
oh my gosh.
Thanks to everyone that's helped out, man. There's so many people that put their time and effort and appreciated the project. And you know, if it wasn't for everyone that's put their hands on this thing, it wouldn't even be possible. So,
hell yeah.
So he's basically the crazy man behind the project. So this is JD.
You were just telling me you had a lot to do with the engineering of this crazy car.
He came to me and he was like really nervous about the fitment and stuff like that, and I was like, man, don't worry about nothing. We'll just keep it. So I just cut everything off, and he's over here biting his nails.
Like the whole front clip?
Yeah,
just started over?
He pulls the sawzall out and he's just like, yeah, everything falls on the ground. He's like, don't worry about it, we got this.
Did you think it was going to end up looking like this when he was doing that?
I was so paranoid about like the lights and everything.
Yeah.
That was hours of his work right there.
Yeah.
This one thing I asked him like at the beginning was like, what do you think if we just move the heat exchanger to the back of the car? You think we could cut out the rear hatch and do that? He was like, yeah, that's easy. I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's quite a work of art, like to piece this together.
He called me. I just finished up a friend of ours, tube front and on their drift car, and which is Michael Elsey. So shout out to Michael Elsey. He called me and he said, hey, why don't you come over and check it out, see what we can do? And I went over there and was like, yeah, man, whatever you want.
No big deal.
He's been super helpful. He's all about rotaries. He was a Mazda mechanic too. And
you hear this beautiful car?
2K,
oh, you should.
Maybe we'll do a video together.
I've got to hear this thing soon. I want to see it. Yeah. Send us some videos so we can put it in this video, so people can hear it. I've got lots of Snapchats and stuff from the guys, and it sounds ridiculous.
I appreciate it, man.
Well, thanks, David.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of SEMA.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you soon.
All right, see you guys later, man. Thanks.
Sweet. Wow. Definitely top 3, maybe my favorite car at SEMA so far. You don't see many 4-rotors at all. I think Rob Dom's got one. He's still working on. Bad Mike's got one. I've seen an NA 4-rotor in Australia. I don't know, there's probably about a dozen of them, and some of them are just NA. So quite the car to see. And we've got some video for you of this thing running that they sent us. Let's go to that right now.